Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I gotta find my chat. Angel, good morning, sweetheart. How are you doing? I've just been sitting around drinking coffee, looking up true crime, trying to write some things down about Evelyn's case because I have a horrible, horrible memory. Jean, good morning. Brighter days. Good morning. I like your little profile pic, the little sun. That's cool. You got allergies, Angel? Probably going to get worse because it's getting to be springtime. Very Mary, good to see you. Good morning. Been missing you too. Cheryl, good morning. You're in my first video, CC. Oh, Lord. I hope it's not a bad video, is it? I got to check that out. Faithful one, good morning. It's raining here, which is kind of a good thing because my goat's still in heat acting up. And she doesn't like to get wet, so she stays inside of her shed when it rains. She won't be trying to get out of the fence. That is one spoiled goat, y'all. It's a good video? Okay, cool. I'll check that out. I don't know if I'm subscribed to your channel. Oh, thank you, Brighter Days. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Alex. I know you got your hands full this morning, girl. I'm praying for you. You're brand new? Okay, let me go subscribe. You know, I like to watch all kinds of different types of content. Turn the notification bell on. See what kind of videos you do. Just about different creators. Y'all check out Brighter Days. You might enjoy her channel. Or could be a he. I don't know. Assuming it's female. Sweet Wheat. Good morning. And Sunny Rooster says, thank you for your donation. You got him some extra mealworms. And I had a couple donations last week, and I did not know it until my hubby told me. He got on PayPal. And it was Cricket and someone else. And I just want to say thank you. And I don't know their name. It said something Miss USA or something like that. So I'm not quite sure who that was, but thank you. Still getting Josh to sleep. My son is still sick. He went to his doctor's appointment. They're trying one more type of medicine with him to see if that will make his bowels move, so he can go to the bathroom. If not, he is going to have to be put into the hospital and be cleaned out, I don't want to say too much about it because it's embarrassing for him. He is 13, but just letting y'all know because I had told y'all he was having trouble with it. It must be a hereditary thing because I'm the exact same way, but he's like a lot worse. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Faithful One. My daughter had issues like that for years. Yeah, Timothy has been dealing with this since he was a baby. When he was a baby, he would get constipated and stuff, and I'd have to put a little bit of K-Rose syrup in his bottle, and that would fix him up. But over the years, it's got worse. A lot worse. Sweet Wheat. My boy was the same way. Yeah. He's had to totally change his diet and drink water. He does not like to drink water, but he's having to. He's going to have to. And eat more vegetables and stuff. And get off those daggone video games and get a little exercise. He has to. She was in the hospital 4 times for it. Oh my goodness, Angel. Angel, yep. K-Rose syrup. Yeah, that works. My granny told me that, and it works. Well, he takes Miralax. No, it has not been working, Sweet Wheat. Can you believe that? They done an x-ray of his bowels and completely full. Now, since the last time he went to the doctor, he had gone to the bathroom a little, but there wasn't much improvement. Yeah. He's very depressed. I think he's a little bit scared. Anyways, I was going to talk a little bit about Evelyn Boswell, tell y'all something about the Lori Vallow case. I was going to take a look back and watch Megan's interview with WJHL when Evelyn was missing and she did that interview. And just kind of let's analyze it a little bit. Since we know, Evelyn's deceased now where she was found. You got no audio? Because I think she acts totally weird. I think her eyes and stuff, I was noticing her in the courtroom. I don't know. It's like the way she looks around and the expression on her face, it is freaking crazy. It's like Charles Manson. It's like looking at a psycho or something to me. Well, where did my chat go? Here, let me fix my chat a second. Let me go out. Come back in. Magnesium. I don't know, Mary. I can't remember the name of the medicine they switched him to. I know it. I just said it a little while ago, but I cannot think of it. But it goes in his, the doctor wanted him to mix it with Gatorade. Yes, I heard the detective say that she said things that could incriminate her. I'm just wondering who gave them a tip to go search there. You would have thought they would have already searched there. She probably had her, I'm thinking there was some stuff stored there, I guess clothes and diapers. She probably had her underneath some clothes or something, maybe. Hey, Amber. I think she acts like I'm so innocent. How could you possibly think I've done this? Have no record, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? A lot of psychos don't have a record before they kill their kids or families. That's what I have to say to her about that. Assistant Regional Manager. Hey, how are you? I recognize that profile picture. Is that Todd? Todd, is that you? That's exactly right, Jean. Just means she wasn't caught doing something wrong. How could she stand there and give that interview knowing where Evelyn was at and what had happened? Now, I've heard people say that they saw bruises on Evelyn. Now, I went and got that picture from Facebook where she's standing on the boat. Megan's holding her. There's a little boy in the picture. And I zoomed in on it. I did see a little something on her arm, but kids get bruises. I mean, especially when they're that age because they're stumbling around and falling. I didn't see anything major. I mean, just so everyone knows, my bond was $150,000 just for domestic violence, which is the same for Megan's, and she actually killed her baby. Like, what the F? Oh, really? That's the highest bond. Well, she's probably going to be getting some more charges. I think somebody had already reported her to CPS. They said they had a hold on Megan anyways in spite of the bond from CPS, well, juvenile court. She's a compulsive liar. She told the CPS when they first made contact with her. Now, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. That Ethan had the baby, right? And she was supposed to meet him and pick up the baby at a certain time. And then she tells the sheriff and them that her mom has the baby. And's got her stashed in Mendota, Virginia. I mean, she's just she's a pathological liar. The truth is not in that girl. She wouldn't know the truth if it slapped her upside the damn head. They said in court there was a hold. What does that mean? I can't even remember all the different stories either sides. I mean, it's ridiculous. And she sat there. We're going to go back and watch her interview. And she sat there smiling on TV, talking about how Evelyn loved the little Sharky song. And oh my gosh, it infuriates me. Maybe we shouldn't watch it. I just wanted to look at her eyes and stuff again. This case has had me so upset. I've done cried this morning. I was watching a video from WJHL and they went through the timeline and everything, and they showed the memorial, and I burst out crying right at my coffee maker. I was making coffee. Oh, there was a hold. They were already investigating her with juvenile court. They said it yesterday. I'll try to isolate it when they say it and email it. Okay, thank you, Amber. Hey, Leanne, how are you? Oh, crap. I hope I just didn't erase Very Mary's message. I hope she erased it, not me. The body language I'd like to see. Okay, we're going to find it. I got it on my channel. Let's get the YouTube pulled up. I don't know if we can follow any more kids' cases like this for a while after this. I mean, I am mentally exhausted just from following this case and being just so upset. No, we don't want to watch the live stream here. Give me a second to find it, guys. I've got so many damn videos. Find her interview. Right here, 2 weeks ago. Hey, skip the ad, damn it. So annoying.
How you want a baby to be like has hit every milestone early, you know what I mean?
Let's start her over.
She's never been mean ever, which I'm very thankful for.
What baby is
She's
mean?
just a really good-hearted baby in general. Like textbook how you want a baby to be like has hit every milestone early, you know what I mean? Well, when she was 6 months old, she actually put a bottle on her own and went straight to a sippy cup.
She probably had
she started
to.
walking probably around like 10 months. That
probably
was kind of hard though because
Sorry,
she's
guys.
like not like small as in like underfed, you know what I'm saying? But like she was a preemie when she was born. She's like a smaller baby and she kind of had trouble like balancing her weight, but she finally got the hold of it. She's starting to say a lot of words and you know.
Tell me what kind of things she likes to do. What kind of is she into any sort of TV shows?
Only Baby Shark. We went to Texas to see her dad, Ethan. And
well, you're awful happy,
like,
isn't she?
I had to make her wake up to eat and stuff like that.
She's
so it's like a 24-hour drive there.
So let's get into the last time you saw her. Tell me what that time was like and when that was.
Well, actually, I want to talk.
What the crap?
Talk about that. I've told TBI where to find her in Mendota. My mom took her to a campground and a silver camper, and if they don't go tonight, I'm gonna go find her myself. Because I've told them, and they're not really like taking it seriously. And if they don't go tonight, like I will go myself and go get her.
Tell me about the last time though that you saw Evelyn. Tell me what you guys did and when that was.
We went to go out to eat, and then my mom came and got her. She was wearing a little hot pink tracksuit with the matching bow, little matching shoes.
And was this December 20, like right after Christmas?
A little bit before Christmas. My mom, like you can ask her, is a very vindictive, manipulating person, and she basically like threatened me the whole time that she was gone.
Do you know who has Evelyn right now?
She dropped her off somewhere in Mendota at a silver camper. But my mom would always say the person, not like people, plural.
So there is a person that has her in Mendota.
They're not taking me seriously, TBI isn't, because I've not fully told them. I've been like, hey, like my mom camped out in Mendota, you want to go check them out, but I've never been like swiftly, hey, she's like a silver camper, because my mom did threaten me, like, you know, if I told anybody. I'm not going to get into that, but she did.
So your mom has had Evelyn the whole time? Or the whole time?
Or the person that is in Mendota has had her the whole time.
Tell me, why do you let your mom take care of her? Did she take her from you that night? And
well, she was just supposed to babysit her because I was going to work.
And then when did you know that something was
Look at her smile.
Well, whenever, like, she picked me up Wednesday, and I told her, like, hey, they're doing a press release about the Ambler thing, and then she freaked out, and that's why they couldn't find her. Like, nobody talked to her for days until they arrested her. She just kind of poof, gone. But she kept trying to take me to Mendota, and I kept asking, I was like, are you taking me to Evelyn? And she would never tell me yes or no. And I was like, well, if you're not, I'm just calling somebody at the police station to come and get me, like, I'm not playing these games with you.
And so tell me, the day that you dropped her off with your mom to let her babysit, was there anything off about your mom that day? Did you have any suspicion that she was going to take your child?
No. Well, I called her, and she was just like, oh, she's safe, like, you know, that kind of thing. And then she started threatening me, which, like I said, I'm not going to get into, like, everything she threatened me with, you know, because I'm just not, but
obviously now that you believe you know who has her, what do you have to say to them?
To just bring her back. I just want her back. That's all I want. I've been so long without her. And
oh my God, Susan Smith.
Earlier because my mom threatened me, and I just want her back. That's all I can think about so much. I just want her back.
Yeah, it should have been you instead of Evelyn. I'm sorry to say that, but it should have been.
Just when she left and took off, and just to answer her phone.
Talk to me about why your dad made that story.
Because he was talking to my mom the night before, and he was like, oh, well, if she doesn't come home, I'm going to call. And she was going on, well, you're going to regret this. Like, I'm going to have to leave and never be able to come back. You will regret this.
Is that even true? Did she even really say that?
You didn't make the call and it was your dad?
Because mom kept threatening me if I made the call.
Bullshit.
You had some issues with your mom in the past. Was there a reason you decided to let her babysit her that night? I know that, you said you...
Well, she's my mom. I wanted to trust her.
But you just said she was vindictive.
Told the media on Friday, I was there, that you were giving conflicting statements.
Because because I wouldn't necessarily, I was trying to protect my mom, maybe in hopes, oh, well, she just tell them where Evelyn was, but obviously she's not going to.
So now you're coming out and you're saying this is the honest truth, that you know where she is.
I know she has to be in a campground in Mendota with somebody. And Mom told me that they had a silver camper, and that's all she would tell me.
Are you cooperating as much as you can with TBI and the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department?
I am.
Looking off to the side. She's a liar.
You're constantly on the phone with them, talking to them about the tips, anything like that.
Yeah, and I've looked into stuff online myself. Like, people are, like, circulating pictures around me, like, oh, this is Evelyn, you know what I'm saying? And, like, that kind of thing. But no. And, like, Saturday, nobody would answer me, and I blew all their phones up. And every chance they've let me be up there, I have been up there.
And Wednesday will be a week since the Amber Alert went out. Tell me what you are thinking right now.
I just don't know if the person who has her is, like, maybe scared that they're going to get in trouble. But they won't. They just bring her back.
What are you thinking about her current status right now? Do you think she is okay? Do you think she's being taken care of? And what is your message to authorities right now?
Just see how she looked down.
County and all of the sheriff's departments and any authorities working on this case.
Just that if they don't take it seriously, what I just said, I will go find her myself. They've told me before they'll arrest me for tampering with evidence, and I told them on my phone, I was like, I don't care if you arrest me for tampering with evidence. If you go up there, I'm going to tonight.
Do you have a message to the public?
Don't stop until she's back. They need to stop reporting, like, psychics, for one. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Because that just wastes the TBI's time, and they could be actually trying to find my daughter.
You wasted their time.
Like, oh, this lady did tarot card reading, like, you know what I mean?
At least people were trying to look for her.
Like, them actually searching for my daughter. I'm just happy that people are coming together.
You killed your daughter, sweetheart.
Because the main important thing right now is the baby. I'm just happy that people are trying to find her.
Have you been in contact with her father?
Yeah. He's actually trying to get leave approved right now to come up here and try to, help find her.
What is her relationship like with him?
She's only been around him a couple times because Maria's in the Army.
And what is your relationship like with him? Do you keep in contact with him?
Well, yeah, we have a kid together.
Did you notify him when you knew something was wrong? Why do you have multiple social media profiles?
Because I break phones a lot, and I forget the password. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really bad about remembering my passwords. Now I have them all set to one, but, up until that point, I just couldn't remember the password to them. So I'll just make a new one when I got a new phone.
Tell me why you wanted to come out today and speak with us.
Just to talk about Evelyn, and, if TBI doesn't go find her tonight, I'm hell-bent on going myself.
Yeah.
That's the truth, one way or another.
This is a really big case, and a lot of people have a lot of questions surrounding this. Is there any other message that you want to send to anyone?
Well, if you don't have tips for sure, because over 370-some tips have been called in, and they just not pinned out. Like, I appreciate people trying to help, but, like, also that's wasting, like, TBI's time, because they have to check out every single lead that's called in.
You wasted their time.
It's been a long time since she's here. Are you worried about
Stupid ass.
about reuniting with her?
No, because I love her. I know she loves me.
Loved her so much, you stuffed her in a shed.
In the time that you missed with her.
I hope she has been.
Tell me what the first thing you do.
I'm just gonna hug her and not let her go.
Wow.
Like, they'll have to pry her from my arms. Literally, because I'm just not gonna let her go.
She's a freaking monster.
Probably gonna say make a shark to her. And just hug her and not
So
let
funny.
her go.
Your daughter's
My
missing.
favorite thing is, the first time she kissed me, Lord, I cried for over a week. Because she would pull my hair, and I would just let her do it, because I love her. Like, I didn't want to make her cry or be upset in any way. And she would pull chunks of my hair out. And she was in her walker one night, and, like, she dropped her sippy cup, and I bent down to pick it up. And I thought, oh, she's going to pull my hair. She pulled my face close to her, and she kissed my cheek, and I just, like, cried about it for over weeks. I was like, oh, my God, I'm the first person that she's kissed. You know what I'm saying?
Exaggerating.
Just, like, little stuff like that. I love her to death, and I would hate to have missed out on anything, especially because of my mom.
And obviously, you told me you talked to your mom a couple of times throughout this. And each time, did she give you any update on Evelyn?
She just told me that she was safe.
So when was the last time you talked to your mom? Like, physically, just the two of you on the phone, or?
Wednesday, the 19th.
Can you tell me any details about that conversation?
I mean, she was just going off on me. and want to go to Mendota. And I kept telling her, I was like, if Evelyn's in Mendota, just take me to her. I will take her up there. We can just end this right now. Like, let's make this simple. Just give me my child back right now before this gets blown out of proportion. And she would never be like, oh, yeah, I'm taking you. She'd just be like, you don't need to talk to them. I don't want you going up there, and, like, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to take me to her, pull over, and I will have, like, somebody on Sullivan County's end come get me to go up there and talk to them.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear right now?
Oh my goodness. Hey, we don't want to see that. Let me mute. Okay. Let me skip the ad. Pause it. I didn't want to. I don't think I can keep it playing while that ad's showing. I might get in trouble with YouTube. Okay. Let's finish watching it.
Just that I don't know that maybe they won't find her tonight, or, maybe they don't find her tomorrow. Maybe it's weeks from now before they find her. The people aren't going to be like, oh, well, like, I'm not giving her back because I kept her for 2 months. This is my child now. Well, still, I'm just worried they're going to be angry about that. You know what I mean? Right. She just needs to come home. She's been away from her mom for long enough.
There are a ton of social media rumors. So if there's anything that you want to set straight that I'm not aware of.
You're not a mommy.
I will.
Gypsies are not a cult. They've been asking people if there's like a gypsy ringleader. We're not like ringleaders. We're not like out here kidnapping babies or anything like that.
No, you're just killing them.
Would you describe your family as a gypsy family?
Well, yeah. And like my dad's very proud of that. But he's just mad about all the rumors going around, like, trashing them, because, like, we're not a cult, you know what I mean?
And now that your mom is back here, and are getting ready to be back here in Sullivan County, what do you hope comes out of that? Obviously, she and believes her boyfriend was arrested.
Well, I doubt she's going to tell the truth, but hopefully she does. For Evelyn's sake. Not even for her sake at this point. Just if she hears this, I hope you tell the truth for her sake. Like, that is your grandbaby. It's went on long enough.
Okay. Okay, let me get back to my chat here. That girl has got some real problems. I mean, she's sitting there laughing, inappropriate smiling, exaggerating, and the whole time she knew where Evelyn was at. On her daddy's property. And she trying to deflect off of herself and blame her mother. I wholeheartedly believe that Megan is responsible. Other people may have known, maybe her mom was suspicious and known, but I believe it's solely Megan. She was the one that was responsible for Evelyn. Gosh, I get so mad I can't even talk. Remy, I'm going to look up the Boswell and Stanley. Is that what you said? Boswell family Romney genes. I have that pulled up. I will read up on this later, and we will talk about it maybe tomorrow or something, because that's like a lot to read right now. She's not very smart. She tells so many lies, she can't even remember what she's lying about. Angela Boswell, she doesn't act like she is the best person in the world. And she probably did know that something was up with Evelyn not being around. But I do believe that Megan is trying to blame her for something that she's actually responsible for. And I believe her little boyfriend, Hunter, knew about it too. She was hanging around Angela, at Angela's dad's house, David Jones's house, for 2 weeks. That's what he said. And then one day they bring that BMW. Megan and Hunter bring it up and give it to Angela in front of David Jones and his wife. He even said something about the battery in the car was messed up, and Hunter was outside messing around with it. But what if they gave Angela that car because she was like suspicious of like, hey, where's Evelyn? Maybe they gave it to her to shut her up. Or to set her up. That's what I think, Boss Gal. Sorry, I said it wrong. My grandma is from Transylvania and doesn't like gypsies. She says they are bad people. They steal and kill. Oh, really? If baby Evelyn was my daughter, can't shake me. I will be all over on TV putting thousands of dollars for information about my daughter. Yeah, Tremaine. I mean, what kind of mother doesn't call the police if someone takes their baby and doesn't give it back, relative or not? They just take your baby and go stash her at someone's house. You should call the police. What kind of mother is she? I mean, that don't even make sense. Why you wouldn't report your kid missing if someone took it, family member or not? That just, oh, God, that kills me. Oh, Jean says it's like Native American. You technically aren't unless you are in a tribe. Yeah. No, she's not a real mother. Hey, Bad. Just a thought. How come they didn't give a lie detector to Tisha Gannon's step monster? I don't know. Maybe she refused one. I do not believe for a second Evelyn was murdered on Boswell-owned property. Why remove all evidence, including diapers, if that were the case? Yeah. No, she probably was killed somewhere else. I want to know how that baby died. And this bitch better be charged for murder. She was the one responsible. If she really did let Angela Boswell keep her baby that day, she better have some proof of that. Because you can't believe a word she says. I do not believe that at all. Megan had been telling different stories way before Evelyn was reported missing. She was telling some people that, from what I saw on Facebook, her ex-boyfriend said that CPS took Evelyn. And then she tells some people that Evelyn was with her dad. She's a liar. It's probably, I know it's a lie. I don't think that she handed that baby off to Angela at all. What is going on in these people's minds that want them to hurt an innocent child? I don't know. These people are sick monsters. Hunter and Evelyn and Hunter were... Oh, Megan and Hunter were shacked up early on. Hunter's own father said they rarely saw the baby. 100, really, because Hunter said he never met Evelyn. So Hunter says he never met Evelyn, but his father had saw Evelyn. See, they're liars. Hunter was on TV trying to downplay his relationship with Megan. They must have had a pretty serious relationship. He gave a card to Angela Boswell that was in his mother's name, Melissa Wood. And they were living together. But on TV, he tries to say it was like on and off again, not that serious. I have the news video that was deleted. Oh, really, Boswell? Of Hunter? I have Hunter's interview. I'm just wondering if this was an accident or if Megan abused Evelyn. Someone abused her to the point she died. Or if it was an accident. I don't think Megan was a good mother like everybody thought she was. She probably was a good mother when people were around. But Evelyn probably wasn't taken care of properly. I tell you what, if my son was little and my mom hadn't saw him or been able to talk to him or whatever, hear him on the phone, she would have called the police a long time ago or CPS. And she's gone 2 months before this was reported. 2 months. That's a long time. I think like Remy like 17. She's just 18 now. $16 or almost 16. Yeah, she was probably, I think it did say 16, Sweet Wayne. I think you're right. I think Hunter's using his lawyer to throw Megan under the bus. That is why they have tips happen here in my state when a guy heard his dad kill his stepsister. Is that his lawyer, Gene? The same lawyer that Megan has? The Sproles guy? I wouldn't want him representing me, just saying. Stanley had a baby at 14. Hey, I went to school with a girl. I had a baby at 13. Yeah. That was a sad situation. And then by the time she was in her 20s, she had 3 or 4 kids. And I think that's a lot on someone that young. That was a sad situation. Like, she was one of those kids that had to take care of her siblings and stuff. Her dad had custody of them, and it was just a sad situation. Then she ended up pregnant at 13. Yes, Lynn, 13. And the guy was like in his 20s. They got married when she was 15. Yeah, her dad had to sign for her to get married. It's a true story. She's one of those kids, I guess, just looking for love. One of those girls, and I guess she thought sleeping around would get her love. But anyway, she got pregnant. My sister got pregnant at 16, married the dude, had 6 kids, been married 25 or 30 years. Yeah, my mom had my brother when she was 16. There's a lot of young parents that are good parents. And then you got people like Megan Boswell and Casey Anthony. I think Casey pretended to be a good mother in front of everybody too. But she wasn't, behind closed doors when nobody was around. I firmly believe she killed little Casey. Kaylee. I get their names mixed up. Shit. Do y'all watch that show, Teen Mom, on MTV? I watch that. Well, I used to watch it a lot. Not so much anymore. Oh, I was going to tell y'all something about the Vallow case. I came across an article that said police believe that Alex Cox could have been connected to Tammy Daybell's death. That has been my theory anyways. I came across it this morning. And I recorded, so I wouldn't have to pull up the article. I recorded what the news reporters were saying, and I'm going to play it for y'all. Does anyone watch Without a Crystal Ball? Oh, I watch her. What's her name? Her name is Katie, isn't it? Yeah, I watch her. She just got a new haircut. It looks good. Okay, I will have to exit out of my YouTube on my phone to play this. But before they could question Alex, you know, about Tammy Daybell, if he had any connection, he up and dies. I swear I believe that Lori Daybell used him to do her dirty work, to murder Charles and Tammy and the 2 kids. I hope those kids are alive, but I don't think they are. Okay, wrong. I don't want to turn on my ringtone. Okay.
As of tonight, she still has not posted bond up in Idaho.
Yeah, tonight we dig deeper into the mysterious deaths of Lori's former husband, Charles, her brother, Alex Cox, and her new husband's dead wife, Tammy Daybell. Now, Kim Powell is back from Rexburg, Idaho, with more on this latest development. Kim, what can you tell us?
Well, sources tell CBS News that there may be digital evidence that links Alex Cox to Tammy Daybell's death and Charles Vallow's death. The problem is, Alex died in December before he could be questioned.
My name is Alex. Last name is Cox. You, Alex?
He's been described as the family hitman.
What is the emergency?
I shot my brother-in-law.
Last July, Alex Cox shot Charles Vallow, his sister's husband, in what he claimed as self-defense.
I turned around and he hit me in the back of the head with a bat. So I went to my room and got my gun.
Charles was at Lori Vallow's home picking up his son for school. Lori and Charles were at odds in divorce proceedings. Their Chandler home almost completely empty. Alex told police he was just visiting.
You brought a gun with you? Yes. You always bring a gun? I'm a concealed carry always. Okay. Just to be safe.
It's not the first time Alex attacked one of his sister's estranged husbands. Court documents from 2007 show Alex threatened to kill Joseph Ryan, which is Tylee's father, while using a stun gun. He was convicted of that crime, and Joseph died of an apparent heart attack in 2018.
That is a 50 caliber semi-automatic.
Shortly after Charles was shot and killed, Lori and her kids, JJ and Tylee, moved to the small town of Rexburg, Idaho. Alex moved into the same complex. On September 8th, Alex is seen with Tylee and JJ at Yellowstone National Park. This is the last known sighting of Tylee. In October, a beloved school librarian named Tammy Daybell mysteriously died in her sleep. Lori married Tammy's widower, Chad Daybell, 2 weeks later.
That's a 50 cal.
And now, sources say there is digital evidence that describes a possible network of foul play. Police say Alex not only killed Charles, but they now believe he may be linked to Tammy Daybell's death. After connecting the missing children and Charles's death, plus a lot of other twists and turns, Tammy's body was exhumed, and autopsy results are pending. Alex, however, died before he could ever be questioned.
Well, Alex, he's not breathing.
And Alex's death is under investigation, and we're still waiting for those autopsy results as well. Also new tonight, detectives from Gilbert and Chandler Police Departments confirmed they are heading up to Salt Lake City this week to meet with other agencies who are involved with this case, including the FBI.
So on Friday, when you were in Rexburg, Idaho, the judge lowered the amount that it would take for her to get out. It was $5 million down to $1 million, meaning she'd have to come up with $100,000 to get out of jail. We thought that might happen over the weekend. She's still up there.
Yeah, to be honest, there was a lot of us reporters staking out the jail for quite a few hours because we heard that the ankle monitor was ready for her, but it sounds like the bail bonds companies just aren't able to work with her yet because they don't have any collateral.
And there's so many different agencies in different cities that are kind of involved in this.
We have the Rexburg Police Department, we have Madison County Sheriff's Office, the Fremont Sheriff's Office, you name it.
Yeah.
Folks from Kauai, Gilbert, the federal government, the FBI as well. And real quickly, this is a couple of some means. So in theory, they could come up with $100,000 to get her out, or her husband could, right?
And that was one of the things why they set her bond at $5 million at first, and probably the $1 million as well, is that they believe she's a flight risk. Because they have enough money to travel, to move somewhere.
Complicated case. Kim Powell, thanks for the update.
I knew it. I knew that Alex was their hitman. I hope investigators can prove all that and find out where those kids are at. I feel so bad for JJ's biological grandparents and, you know, their brother, Colby, just all the family. Tylee's aunt. You would think with her and all this trouble, if the kids were alive, that she would tell investigators where they were at. I mean, this has went on long enough. How long have they been missing now? Since September? Let me get back into my chat here. I saw Red Rum come in. Hey, girl, Michelle. Hey, Emily. I watched an interview with Lori's oldest son last night. Well, most of it, I fell asleep. It was late. Yeah, I feel so bad for him. His name is Colby Ryan. He sounds like he is a nice young man. It seems like he was raised good, you know. He seems very well-mannered and well spoken. And he said, you know, his mom used to be a good mom. And then she just totally flipped her switch. I think her and Chad both planned on getting rid of their spouses and getting insurance money. But Lori didn't know Charles Vallow had changed who the beneficiary was on his life insurance policy. I think his sister got the money and she put it up for JJ, I think. Yeah, Chad got like 400,000. Hey, Love Hollis. From Tammy's death, Charles Vallow had a big insurance policy, but he had changed. He took Lori's name off of it, so she didn't get any of that. Hey, Ladybug. Well, my dog's come to get me off of YouTube. She does it every day now. Lady, I'm coming. Jesus Christ, calm down. They all want to be fed. They all went back to bed this morning, so they was all asleep when I came in here. So now they're up and about. I just don't get it. Why not just say where they are? They're hiding something for sure. Yeah, they are, Linda. Chad told ABC News they were safe. I mean, why not produce them? If they're safe, if they're alive, why not just produce them and end this madness? Bye, Remy. Have a good day. My pups went to the spa today. Oh my goodness. I wish I could afford to get all my dogs groomed and I didn't have to do it. But I got like 4. So what I do is when it's time to bathe the dogs, I do 1 a day because, I got a bad knee. It's hard to get down in it. So I'll bathe the lady, then Skylar the next day, and just on down the line. I'd love to give my goat a good bath, but goats hate water. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Like I'm talking like when the weather's warm this summer. I wish I knew how to do it. Well, my hubby grooms our schnauzer, Sweet Wheat. He's always cut Smokey's hair because Smokey's hateful. He don't like people. He wouldn't do good at a groomer. And our little Yorkie, he cuts her hair as well. He does a pretty good job, too. My dog's spa is in the tub. Yeah, we have spa days here. That's what we call it. Oh, my dogs do not like to bath. The older ones seem to enjoy it once they get in there with the warm water and I massage them and stuff. They seem to kind of like it after that. Yes, and there is one place at Yellowstone questionable about the area and what state it's in and how charges could be filed. Oh. Here's what I'm thinking about that day. So that was the last time that anybody saw Tylee alive was at Yellowstone that day. What if, and JJ was seen later that month, right? So what if Lori because Alex was with them that day. Her and JJ separated from Alex and Tylee, so JJ couldn't see what was happening. Maybe Alex did something with her there. That's what I'm thinking. I think he was kind of overcome with guilt, kind of like, oh, I'm going to get caught for all these murders, and I think he took his own life. We'll have to wait and see what the autopsy results say, but that's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like he overdosed by that 911 call and how that boy was describing him in the bathroom. I mean, he had used the bathroom on himself, thrown up and everything. He definitely OD'd or was poisoned. Morgan, I hope you have a good day, girl. Yeah, I need to go listen to Scott Rash's video, Sweet Wheat. I like him. Boswell, poisoned. Yeah, it sounds like he was poisoned. And the guy that found him died too. He died after that. I'm not sure what happened to him. Thought that was weird. And Alex had just gotten married, I thought. Yellowstone's a big place. If they could kind of backtrack to where all Lori and them were in the park that day, maybe they could take some cadaver dogs out to look around. Telling you, they move counties all the time to charge crimes federally, even state, because a fair trial is more important for a trial is more important than local charges. Yeah. Sweet Wheat, if I was you, girl, I'd stay clear of that one chat you used to be in. I just saw your comment from Talisa. I think it was a crime that did something on it. Yeah. I don't think the kids are alive anymore, y'all. I hope they are. I hope and pray they are. But I got a feeling that they're not. Why not just produce them? Hopefully, if they are alive, Chad will come to his senses and be like, Lori, look, this cannot go on. You're ruining our lives and everybody else's. I couldn't hardly stand to watch her in court the other day with her damn lipstick on, smiling every time they called her Daybell like a creep. Chad is a doofus. He controls her. Yeah. I'm wondering how many members of their cult they have. I mean, is this a large following or what? Yes, sweet wheat, I do. I do know how close. Yep. I told you about her girl a long time ago. It's trouble with a capital T. She definitely feels she's something, yeah. You know, she was in that Miss Texas pageant. Did you see that, Cheryl? Or it was Mishra's Texas pageant. I think she was married to Tylee's dad at the time and Colby's, Joseph Ryan. Well, I don't go over that way. I'm in the next state over, Sweetway. That's probably about an hour away. Maybe. I'm not for sure where she's located at. Yes, that turned my stomach. It did me too. I wanted to go through my TV screen when I was watching that, or Chromebook screen when I was watching her in court. Hey, the coronavirus has spread everywhere, Emily. It's in Kentucky, Virginia. It has spread everywhere. You know, I wasn't taking it serious. I thought it was like an over-the-seas thing, other countries, but no. No, it's serious. Analyzer, KDF. About an hour from Analyzer. You don't even want to know about that creator. I'll say she faked cancer one time to everybody. Another voice of warning. Is that the name of the group, Angel? Yeah, KDF. It was a long story. It happened last year. Yeah, I don't even like to talk about her at all. Want nothing to do with it. If Brandon didn't have her niece Melanie's kid, they'd probably be missing too. Yeah, they tried to have him killed. Someone shot at him. They suspect that was Alex Cox too, Lori's brother. He claims that Melanie knows what happened to those kids or where they're at. She don't have custody right anymore. I think he does. No, Lisa, she never will either, Lisa. Hey, Lightfeather. Good afternoon. They're drinking Chad's Kool-Aid, yeah. Was he going to turn into the next Jim Jones? Confirmed case 4 hours from you, Michelle. Coronavirus. Oh my gosh. Brandon has the kids good. When Lori moved, Melanie moved right beside of her. She's a follower too. Scientology, everyone needs to look into it. Yeah, I used to watch a show about Scientology. Personally, myself, I don't like it. We have a case only 2 hours away. Oh gosh, KDF. Well, I saw yesterday there were cases in Kentucky and Virginia. I'm going to stay home. Stay out of public. Just like the swine flu and SARS. The media is scaring people. Yeah, I try not to freak out about stuff like that, but it is a little bit concerning when you hear it's in your state and stuff. Melanie's new husband was an arranged marriage by Chad and Lori. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Cricket. Cricket, I saw you gave me a donation last week. Thank you, girl. I didn't know it until, like, the weekend. I hadn't checked my PayPal. Hey, Denise. We were just talking about nut job Lori and her ugly lipstick. Gosh, I couldn't stand that lipstick. Like, where'd she get that lipstick from in jail? Off topic, did anybody see when Angela Boswell in court? She says, I don't think there's enough evidence to convict if you read the charges. And the judge says you've been watching too much TV. Yes, I saw that. I saw that, Amber. He told her she's like, if you look at the affidavit, and he was like, you've been talking to a lawyer or you've been watching too much TV. I was cracked up laughing. I might have to go in the kitchen and see what this stinking dog wants. She knows there's Fresh Pet in the house. I buy them that Fresh Pet because it's grain free, and that's the treats they get instead of buying treats. I slice them off some of that. She probably wants some breakfast too. I've been watching what I understand. if you're healthy, you're just going to feel like the flu. But if you have health issues, that's the problem. And this one attacks the respiratory system. Well, goodness gracious, I've been coughing since December. I believe I've got getting a smoker's cough. If I don't like cough and clear myself, it like builds up in my lungs and it rattles and you can hear it. It's becoming quite annoying. Constantly use cough drops. I'm going to have to quit smoking. I'm home by myself for today, so I'm enjoying not having to rush off my live stream and stuff. Yeah, Angel, I believe it's smoker's cough. I really do. I've been coughing since 1999. Oh, my goodness. That's a long time, Verbal. Let's see, in 1999. Yeah, I smoked. Gosh, I've been smoking since I was about 13, 12 or 13. Long time. Sometimes I enjoy smoking. Other times I don't. I do guess I better jump off here and get my dog situated and go take a peek. Make sure Annabelle's okay. It's raining. The wind's blowing hard. And I will see y'all in the morning. Have a good day. Thanks for chatting, everybody. If y'all want to follow the Vallow case, somebody that does really good videos is Denise Rainey. She was in the chat. Y'all check out her channel. And 411 Now. He's been doing videos on it too, some really good videos. But they're really the experts on the Vallow case. Denise, it was good to see you. I just gave you a shout out. Of course, you heard it. Anyways, I love y'all. Be kind. Peace.